This is time to record for YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Welcome back to Satisfactory. We can get right started off the rip because, as you're going to see, I have upgraded the ever-loving shit out of my concrete production. Each one of these are pure nodes. Actually, I think they're all normal nodes. So they're all operating on 100% boost, so now all 480, which translates to me actually crafting 480 concrete by the minute. And the reason why is because, as you can see right there, I now have dimensional depots on them. Also, all the dimensional depot upgrades are now done because, yes, the 3.5 of those 4 hours that I spent off stream working on this was all just to collect Mercer Spears, because now, as you can see, every single one of my resources now does in fact have a dimensional depot. What's even crazier about that is even though I have already placed down every single dimensional depot and I've gotten every single storage upgrade, so I have 5 stacks worth of items in storage, I still have 9 more Mercer Spears left to go. So I actually technically went a little bit over, and I think this is 97 Mercer Spears, so yeah, that's pretty great. That's pretty awesome, which means that I can now make my way to anywhere on the map to be able to start my builds, of which I don't have to question at all, because there is one place in particular that I want to start with that is unironically actually within eyesight of a certain other locale. So while we're making my way there, yes, Slice, what would you like to say? And Miyazu coming on in very quickly just to shove their fluid down my throat. Thank you for the hydrate, Miyazu. Congrats on being the first to make you swallow a fork tonight. Also, Miyazu, is there any reason why you're a Noctowl right now? Any reasons why? But Slice, what is your question besides using my disgusting ass emotes? Also, you'll notice that, yeah, my inventory is now empty as shit because I can now just upload literally everything into the server and not worry about it whatso-fucking-ever. Hello there, Nam. Late on the draw. Mizu has already beaten you to the punch. Or I guess where I can Mizu has beaten you to the thrust. How long have I been on phase 4 for? Okay. Are you talking about this game alone? Probably 12 hours? I want to say 12 hours. Well, actually, technically, my off-stream time, probably closer towards 15 to 20 hours. Streaming is out of the picture for now? Uh-oh, what happened, Cthulhu? What's wrong? Did you blow up your PC? Did you make your PC go boom? Just head on northbound and we can already see the area that I want to work with for this time. Because this is the area that I always use that has not only 4 pure iron nodes, but also has a pure concrete and 2 pure coppers. There used to be 2 pure quartz down there, and then there's, I think, 4 normal coals down there as well for me to work with. I will tell you right now, though, is, Tier 4 is where I champion, because I, unironically, to this day, I have, obviously, Tier 4 was the end for the very long time. Or sorry, phase 4 was like the end for the very long time when it comes to Satisfactory in general. But I have only made it to phase 5 once, and I have not really progressed that much further beyond that. Your laptop can't function properly until you can open it up and clean it out, and one of the damn screws is stripped? That's crazy. Okay, this can sound really stupid. What you might want to do is find, like, a very, 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 very tiny little, like, not exactly saw, but like angle grinder or something like that, and you like make your own, like kind of grip point. No, not a Dremel. Dremel's way too fucking big. First off, Dremel is a logo. It's a brand. That's not actually the type of drill. But like find a way to kind of like, it's gonna sound so weird. Cut open the screw essentially, so you can like yank it the fuck out. If that makes any goddamn sense. But also, ma'am, fine angle grinder. Thank you. I wasn't sure if it was an angle grinder or not, but I know that they do exist. But yeah, it also, to be fair, Cthulhu, to be fair, that is like such a niche thing. Like you're almost never gonna need this tool ever again after you like figure this out. It's I don't want to say give up on your laptop, but it definitely is like a lot. Thank you for that hydrate today. I'm going to be first. I do enjoy swallowing that fluids, regardless. Okay, well, I'm personally not going to check Cthulhu. I'll be straight up honest with you right now because I have so much work to do here. So, first things first that I have to do is I have to make the foundational placements, which is going to be fine. I'll place them at about this level because this is where it's going to rise above the dirt, right? Oh, actually right there will be rising above the dirt. That's great. You don't like them? Then I will use them. And slice! No! Stop it, you! Stop it! No! My emotes are ass! Did I just... I did. You dumb bitch. My emotes are ass. Stop it, you. Stop it. Get some help. Okay. Actually, I could just put it right here. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. That would actually be the 4th one. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, that's not bad out. They're a repair shop in town, but they don't open until Tuesday. Why not Monday? Is there something going on Monday? Is there like an event or something on Monday? Actually, that really isn't that bad. Fuck it. Right there. Which then... Is that the 1, 2, 3, 4? 2, 3... Oh no, that is... Oh wait, right. I'm thinking about this way. Okay. Right there. Okay. Beautiful. Thursday, Saturday! What the actual fuck? That is such a weird ass schedule. Alright, miner mark 3. We're gonna go ahead and shoot it out this way. I'm also gonna start clearing out all of the foliage now that I have a platform established. Do you like them? Listen, I like them too, but they're ass. That's why nobody uses them. Alright? I'm aware of my worth and that my creations are they hold little to no value whatsoever. Actually, let's do like this. Just to make sure that all of this gets ripped up. 10 to okay, I'm gonna go on a limb and say that Cthulhu, you live in a very tiny town. Because that's insane. 10 to 2 on a Saturday? Either you live in a tiny town where there are no employees there, or something's up. They're allergic to rush deliveries? Yeah, I know, right? That's fucking ridiculous. I appreciate that, Slice. I really do. Listen, I talk down a lot to my own stupidity and my own bullshit a lot, but listen, at the same time, I do appreciate when people do go out of their way to prove me wrong. I like being proven wrong. Like, actually, I genuinely do like being proven wrong, but, like, I like being proven wrong in, like, good ways. Not in the sense that someone's just trying to say it's like, oh, but I'm different. It's like, yeah, that's not proof. That's just you saying something. Oop. Where is it? Right there. Okay. Now that I've cleared out a good chunk of this area, just to make sure that everything is cleared up. I mean, to be fair now, the thing is that you just don't participate in streams really that often. You're not a streams person. The only reason you're here is because you want to stalk me. Let's not even kid around there. You know it's true. Also, if you haven't noticed yet, today's gonna be a very chillax, very chatty stream because I'm gonna be working on building this factory, which I already have an idea of a layout on how I want to try and do this with all the new features of 1.1. But we're gonna have to see how it goes because obviously it can only go so way. write a quarter to half the time with that. I told you so. You think it's a single person company? Okay, that makes more sense. That does make a hell of a lot more sense. But at the same time, it still is like, you would think that someone running that kind of company would want more than that, you know? Because business is business. Even if they don't want to do business all the goddamn time, you still want to be available for business, you know? A lot of 5-star reviews people? Probably, yeah. Probably it's just one person or they have really high expectations. But to one critter or another, it is a good thing to have. Okay, cool. There we go. That's already set up and ready to go. Let me start building upward. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is build here. However, what I want to do is I want to... Actually, let me delete one more from here, just because I can. I may be uploading at 480 by the minute, but that doesn't mean that I'm obviously going to be... I'm using more than 480 by the minute, so that's the unfortunate bit there. That is also kind of true. But to be fair now, that also is like, that is also a possibility that you can be as lazy as possible. And you still know people will come to you because you're the only person in town that can fix them. So at the very least, it seems like they are actually trying a little better. Okay, so here's what I can do. I can move this over to the left by 1. Or I just forego this one altogether, which I think I'm just going to forego that one altogether. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to go with 8. And there was a reason why I'm only going to go with 8. Because, oh yeah, I need to put my, customizer stuff. I don't like that. That's not the right red that I like. The red. I want this to be 100. Oops. Did it not? Oh, I think it's this one has to be 100. No? What the fuck? How do I... 1,000? No. 500? How do I make it like red? I know for a fact I can do that. What the fuck happened here? I guess I can use that instead. Okay, what is this thing looking like? 96,100. Why is it doing that though? I guess I can use this for red for now. I'll have to figure that out. I'll figure that out off stream. Let's go with 9, then 8, and then that'll actually be it there. Because in this case, this is my exterior marker. This means I cannot build anything on this line, or at least that's the idea and or hope is that I don't build anything on that line. Which I just want to make sure I get a good count of what I've got going on here. Because if it's 8, it should be only like 32, which is I only have 28 spaces to work on interiorly. Yeah, 32. Okay, so I have 28 spaces to work on interiorly, so that's perfectly fine. 2, 3, oops, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, cool. Now, I'm gonna build this whole goddamn thing out only to this distance just to have the ring of my knowledge of how big this cube is gonna be. But I'm not actually gonna use this whole layout, and there's a reason why. Because I'm gonna try and do a new form of layout that's not gonna be as overtly complicated as this. Because we now have the vertical splitters, which should make it so I won't need to have it be this excessively large. I can now make an actual tower for myself. Let's go. Alright. Now let me spend what I have. Which is actually good, because then I can do that. Okay, cool. Now, I painted one. Okay. The queen needs a tower? I mean, you're not wrong, Slice. I don't know why.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Slightly. I don't know why. That just gave me, like, an idea for if a video game were to ever exist about, like, I know there's a game called Slay the Spire. I have no idea what it's actually about, but I know it's a game called Slay the Spire. Now I'm just thinking about an idea where, like, you have to climb a spire to save a princess. However, what is not your awareness or knowledge until after the fact is the fact that, said tower, every single floor is actually filled with, either an ex-lover or a lover that attempted to save her. And essentially, they're all just fighting for positions to try and get to the top to be able to be her proposed beloved. And the whole point is that you have to keep beating guys to get to the top and top floors. And essentially speaking, you would replace the last person that you beat, in essence, is that idea. Like, if you made it to floor 50, but you couldn't make it to floor 51, then floor 50, then you become the champion of floor 50, and everybody else gets moved down a peg. And that means that floor number 1 gets kicked the fuck out, or gets just straight up executed. One of the two things. But, yeah, that's just a stupid little quirky idea that I just had in my mind pop up right now. Okay, so here's what I can do then, in this instance. I can not do that in the moment right now. Okay. Regulation podcast, you want to meet them all firsthand? Well, that's a fucking stupid stipulation, isn't it? Isn't it, huh? I mean, yeah, of course, Dan. Listen, if you fail, you fucking fail. If you couldn't even be one of the top 100 fucking men to swoon this woman, what use are you? What fucking use are you? So, in reality, I'm actually going to do some one-click reinforced iron plates, and there's a reason why. Because this is going to be the only floor that's going to use iron ore vehemently. Like, just straight up just going to use iron ore altogether. Versus all the other ones are going to be smelters, which are going to get sent outbound, which is essentially why I want to do it this way. But in this case, I believe these are for 120s. Yeah, so I need actually 8 of these. I need to make this one wider. I need to make this one wider because 8 of these is literally the entire platform. Ah, shit. Okay, so here's what I might have to do then already off the rip. I might have to move every one of these foundations might have to move one over to the left. Because if I do that, then this singular foundation is going to clip inward. So yeah, I have to do that. Yikes. Okay. Okay, so I have to do this. And then one foundation to the left. And start deleting. Because then I have to do that. Yeah, so that's just an idea that I have. I have way too many, like I said, ideas, game concepts, and stuff like that, with no means of actually creating them or having them be done by any means, which is really depressing for me, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm just a dumbass bimbo who just really wants to make things and can't actually follow through with any of them. Maybe one day. Maybe. If I ever get my ass to sit down, trying coding, and actually try and figure things out, maybe. The good news is, though, is I can actually delete all these then, in that case. Because I already have the line. I'm very glad that I came up to that conclusion already off the rip, because that would have been terrible if I had let that go otherwise. Okay. Alright, at which point is there only 9? 'Cause that's essentially what I need. I just need to be 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. Yeah, that makes sense. Right there. Which then let me build upward here. Outward for qualities. Just beautiful. All right, all reset and ready to go again. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Beautiful. Okay, cool. Cool. You have something for me? I'm curious. Oh, I'm in a good mood today. I'm in like a much better mood than usual. I'll say that. Don't know why. Links on board. You can see all the idiocy part of it firsthand. Oh, I want to be on the regulation podcast because now unless I even get around, that's absolutely where I would have been. Out of that are 100% each, which is Michael, Eric, Nick, and Brandon. We're obviously talking about food, and you know me, I'm a foodie, whether I like it or not. One of those 2 podcasts I definitely want to be. But I want to be on fucking regulation for this simple answer that I want to be on there to, like, argue with Andrew, like, agree with Eric, berate Gavin, and either make fun of Jeff or comfort him for the poor soul that he is. And then make fun of Nick every time he laughs at something really stupid. Or not funny. Also, because this is an inside joke that you don't know about now, because you haven't been around anywhere near as long as I have been to actually watch their content. Wow, it is dark as shit! Holy fuck! I also want to be like, have a slider on the table in front of me with the podcast where I just keep sliding it from back and forth from 1 to 10 on the ranking system. Because that was a whole fucking joke on the podcast about how they wanted to see if they could do like a ranking system of some kind to make that happen, which is super cool. Red type -10. Oh, -10! Wait, what? Wait, what? I only type in 10? Wait, what? Hang on. If we get red, you set it to red and type -10 to 010. Is it negative? Is that what I'm thinking about? No, negative is white. -10? Get it there? No. just do plus 10? That's not red. That's the thing. I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, I've done it too, but I don't know why it doesn't work anymore. I know it should work that way. It should, but it's not, and I don't know why. It has to be the top color. Ah, okay. There we go. Thank you. I like it to be, I think, like 6, if I remember correctly, is like the red that I like. No. I can't remember how the fuck I did this. Also, this has to be black, then in that case. 4? Oh, default. I think that's like the kind of red that I like. I mean, it's still disgusting ass red, but at least it's better red than what I had before. Like, very vibrant, very visible. Okay. Well, first things first, I'll let this be laid out. Just for now. And put this down real quick. Which then, what I need to do is I need to place down some of these. Okay, so each of these is going to be splitting into 2. These are going to be splitting into 2. And I need to place these down. Yeah, the only part I didn't realize, Slice, was that it has to be the top color. I thought it could be the bottom color. I never realized that it has to be the top color. Thank you for the clarification. Okay. Yes, I guess I can put it there because then I can split it up. In that case instance, yes, I can. Okay. I want them to enter through the yellow more than anything. Which I guess I actually should put those down too. Alright, let me place down 2 of these just so I can have them like, kind of like as storage materials, essentially speaking. I think that works. Yeah, that works. Okay, so I have to put it, nudge it 2 to the left. Okay. Okay. So what my idea is to put this right there. Oh, stop it. Because right there, right there, right there, and right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. That is the plan. To which then they are going to go into their own splitters. I can make them go. Can I do this? Oh, wait. Each of these are 120. Oh, shit. I'm actually going to need multiple layers of these. Yeah, because 480. Each of these is a 4. Oh, wow. I'm stupid as shit. That's even worse. But okay, let me get this idea correct, though. Okay, but the answer is yes. I can actually make that a straight right there. I can actually do that right there, which is incredibly good. Because if that's the case, then the smart splitter has to be here, which will then split to the 4. Yes. Yes. And then the center is the overflow. Yes. Okay. I have the idea. It is in my mind. This is one thing. You're so straight and lay you down each time. I have so many questions and so many thoughts on that slice. I can't tell if that's wholesome or suggestive or neither. So here's what I can do then. Okay, so since I have now this whole layout idea going on, what I can do is I can make this vertical instead. I can make it vertical instead where it is 4, 4, 4. Yes. No, actually, this is why. Well, okay, maybe not, because then what I can do, I can find the dead center here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which would be the dead center right here. Let me just mark this super quickly. Right there would be technically the dead center. Because
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Nope, not at all, because I'm locked in right now. Okay? So that is the dead center right here. So, what I could do instead is have them zoom on in by a dead center here and work that way. Yes, I could do it that way instead. I put down another set of these so that I can just have the concrete and stuff filling back up while I'm planning this. Okay. Yeah, so I can have them go 4 on the left side, 4 on the right side, and then creep back in and go the other direction. And I can have it be where the idea is that I'm going to have this one just spit out forward. If it backs up, it backs up. This is where the iron ore is going to get spat back out towards the train that I'll eventually plan on throwing everything along to. Yeah, so I can do that. Oh, I can do that. And then I can also do another one later on. Yes, down here. All the way around. This one's the farther one. This is the closer one. Yes. I just need it to be one whole foundation down. 2 foundations down, actually. Because if I can do 2 foundations down, then in that case... Okay, I think I have an idea. There's a reason why I'm doing this. I'm trying to move everything aside. I didn't realize that my own numbers were actually slightly off from wanting Mark III numbers. Okay. Each time on a belt or pipe, you're riding me or your liquids. Wait, you are riding you or you putting liquids in you? First off, your name is not belt or pipe. Your name is Slice, alright? If you're gonna try and make a lewd joke, make one that works. Ya bitch. Also, you don't put any liquid in me. You're the one who never puts anything in me. Despite the fact that I've completely and utterly been open to the idea. You're the one who never does it. I don't want to hear shit from you, alright? Literally the person who least fulfills me tries to claim some sort of fucking prize. Okay? So in this case, the smart splitter right here. To which then, if I'm going to do 4 across, rip the slice? No, you don't rip a slice. You cut a slice. Slice! Wake up! It's Saturday! God damn! I thought I was fucking lazy today. Okay, so, that being said, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here is 5. So I'm actually going to mark this with... Actually, nothing, because I don't need to mark this with anything. Because all I need to do is need to put a splitter right here. Right there. Right there. Okay. The fuck you bugged me for? I'm not the one being a doofus here. See, now he's trying to fill me up. Now he's trying to apologize. See?
Life has many doors, Ed boys.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Nope. I'm not drinking you. I'm drinking your fluid, Slice. Also, did Hydrate just not ring out? Or did I miss the notification? I feel like Hydrate didn't ring out at all. I don't know. Either way, Slice finally shoving some fluid down my throat. It's about goddamn time. Got mixed up in concentration? Probably. More than likely. Okay. So, with that, I can do the 1 clicks. Almost time. There you go. Just defaulted for now. It's on center point, right? Oh, it's not on center point. Ah, that's even grosser. That explains a lot, actually. It is a half foundation off the center. Half and a bit. Yikes, that's gross. I didn't realize I had that for this. But okay, so in essence, I just have to do it right about there. Yep, 'cause that's on the line. Beautiful. And then when you go there, when you get spread into there, I want to split. Oh, what am I doing? Right there? Rebuild constitutes I built it at all. Slice. Calm your ass down. Because Saturday doesn't mean be a little bitch about it. Okay, so right there would essentially be the idea. Yes. Yeah, I can go with that. In essence, it'd be... Yikes. I mean, I could just do it like that, just in general, just keep it as it is. I could. And just wait to turn it on. Even though it's gonna be ugly as sin, just like me, it still would work. Are you on the line? You are on the line. Wait, so it is 2.5? 1, 2... Oh, yeah, it is 2.5. Okay, so 1.25 then. 1.25. There you go. Technically speaking, that would be an even split at that point. Wait, I'm a dumbass bitch. I have to put the splitters after the fact. God, I'm very stupid tonight. Okay, so there's that. 1. And connect that one right. 1, 2. Right there. And go there. Which then we start taking these down. And we can put these up. 1, 2. And... Okay. Alrighty. Which then, center point is not actually center point for them because they are 1, 2, I have. Actually, maybe they are. Wait, no, they're not. So it's 1, 2, 3. Oh, they are 4 off. Oh, they are 4 off of each other. Okay, so it's only 1, 2. Okay, so it's 1 and 2. Get the splitter right here. You drink me while having a nut? What? How can you drink me? I'm not a fluid. My fluids do not come out of me unless you actually get me riled up. Which I guess in that case, since then you can drink me, but that's still not exactly correct. Mark 3. And... Actually, wait, hang on. Let me actually get that one properly split. Because then in that case, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it is actually perfectly split. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here. Their splitter on the line. Right there. And right there. Oh! That's the first one done. I don't know why I kept dragging it when I literally saw that it was no longer going to drag. Beautiful. And then that is straightforward there. And then overflow. To which then, yep, then I go further on down, which this will then merge this together. These are center points though, so these center points are going to come out right there. This is floor 1 of presumably 6, if I do this correctly. This will craft 80 reinforced plates by the minute at a time. How many rip am I making? Rip! What do you fucking mean rip? I say again, it may be Saturday, but you need to speak English. You need to speak the human tongue. I may not have experience in human tongue. Well, I have experience in tonguing, but I don't get tongued. But still, you have to speak English. Okay, so there's that. Ooh, this might actually be either perfection or just barely too big. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, wait a second. Ooh. 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 Wait. This might have worked out. Okay. That is 40, 80, 160 by the minute. So then in this case, then it's going to be the opposite way. I can actually build this opposite. I can build this opposite now. I can really build the opposite manner and make it work that way. Okay. There's that one. You are and rip is what you are making? What? That is not English. That is... I don't know what the fuck that is, but it's not English. Okay. To which then we make a reference. Default. And then we put it right. That doesn't feel right. Why does that not feel right? Oh, it is slightly off away from it. Oh, I thought it was actually on the line. Oh, yeah, it is slightly off of it. Oh, okay. Weird. Don't you ask me? Listen, I'm really telling you to your face you are not speaking English. Don't you ask me when you're the one literally not explaining yourself? Right there. I hate you so much, Slice. I hate you so fucking much. First off, you can't oak me there. Second off, I fucking hate you. I fucking hate you. I hate it! That's so disgusting. I hate it, but I can't help but love it a little bit. God damn it, that's ridiculous. Oh, actually, I just realized how I should be doing this. Technically. Oh, yeah. Those two, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
No, fuck you too, Nam. Grenade will never come because all you ever do is spit randomly. That 5% will never grace you. Oh, wait, but that can't work there in that case. I'll just lift it and drop it. I'll just lift it and drop it at that point. It'll look a little bit funky, but I'll make it work. I'll explain what I mean when I get there. No, because Kitty will get it instead, and you know it. Okay. But for all intents and purposes. But also to answer your question more accurately then, in that case, Slice, since now I understand what you mean, despite me fucking hating for it, the answer, or at least the more, correct answer, is that it will be, it's 40 per, right? So 480. Yeah, 40 per. So I'll be making 160 by the minute once this is all set up and done, is the conceptual idea. I'm almost full, which is why I'm gonna place down some stuff here. Okay, and like I said, this is why I like placing down the whole foundation first so that I can get to work on other stuff in the meantime while all that's regenerating. Cool. Okay. So, with this little layout going on, which then I have to... Right, this actually isn't correct because I need to nudge it over 2 spaces. I forgot about that already. Blueprint. Nope, that is exiting out. Yep, there you go. 1, 2. There you go. 120 is a good number. It's big Mark II belt at full speed. I'm very aware of that. I'm very avidly aware of that, but I don't fucking care. I just want to make as much as I possibly can. If I'm not working in absolute excess numbers, then I'm not working at all. Okay. Do I have enough concrete now? I do. Last one for this little room here. The one thing I do hate though, Slice, is the fact that Mark IV gives us 480, which is a very clean and pretty number, and then Mark V gives us 780, which is gross. Absolutely gross. I'd be more okay if it was 720, because then at least in that case you can say that it's 150% of 480, which is great. But other than that, like, it's gross. It's such a gross-ass number, and I don't know why they did it like that. There are so many just, like, mathematical things that I really want to, like, get an answer for from them to be like, why the fuck did you, like, do it like this? Like, why is this the number? Also, it has to be Mark IIs, not Mark Is. Also means that 1, 2, 3, 4, right here. There. Okay, which also means that right here is going to be the Mark splitter. For the first one. Right there. Also, 120 reinforced iron plates is disgusting, too. At that, too. I'm realizing that right now. You need, at that point, you need, for 960. You need 1,200 exactly to work with that, and that just is gross. Oh. Huh. I didn't realize that conversion. It's 1 reinforced iron plate for 12 iron ore. Oh. Neat. I never realized that conversion. Cool. Alright, same idea. Overflow is going to be on the left side. And then now we gotta start with these ones. Which, like I just said, for this one, I can actually just deduce by putting it on in the same manner. But unlike the other one, it's going to go with the same idea. But instead, when I go to split it, it's going to be slightly different in that aspect. And here's why. Because when it goes in here, it's going to split over there, do the exact same thing, and do the same song and dance. But it actually has to go... No, because then I'm going to stretch it all the way over there. Yeah, I can't do that. Okay, cool. Cool. 1,344.375. That's why I think. See, that's why I'm liking all these clean numbers. I despise when I have to do those dirty ass numbers. Like, why do I have to make it to be so goddamn disgusting as to be fucking like 3.75? Why is that the disgusting ass number that I have to make there? I hate it. I just hate it. And in this case, I could do a splitter right here on this line. Just past that. And a splitter, I believe it's on this line. Yep. Cool. Which then... 3s? Oops. 3s. And 4. I haven't told you your goal is for 3,500 hours saved? No. Oh, what the fuck? Did I map that wrong? Yeah, they did. I did map that wrong. Slightly. Not terribly wrong, but slightly wrong. Yes, I did. Okay. Yes, okay. Sadly, I think the highest save I've ever gotten is 650 hours. Which even then, that's still a lot, but still. Like, it's still nowhere near enough, all things considered. And in this case, we're literally just gonna... right there. Right there. Which then I'm going to... do... this. And then... oh, wait, no. I can't do it that way. That way. Right there, I believe, is enough space. Oh, there we go. It's slightly off by 1, you dumb whore. I cannot believe I fucking managed to do that. Go with merger. And it is going outbound that way. 2. Why did I do like that? Why did I do like that? Why did I do like that? You dumb whore. Do it like this, or it's actually gonna work. 30 of each phase 5 per minute. Jesus Christ! Can you even make 30 nuclear pasta by the minute? Is that actually even physically possible? Like, actually, though? Also, I need to push it back by 2 spots, I think. Yes, 'cause that's the halfway point. Okay. You can? That's insane. Also, do you need all of it at the same time, or just at some point, it'll do that? Like, say, well, everything is being constructed, you're making 30 by the minute, or if you have all dedicated inputs directly for that and for that only, it'll be 30 by the minute. Not that big of a difference in terms of terminology, but it does make a difference, technically. Yes. Okay, cool. Yep, that's the idea. That is the idea. Okay, that one. Move it on forward. You're gonna make 45 nuclear pasta by the minute? That sounds crazy! Like, I legitimately don't... I can't fathom the idea that that's actually possible. But, I mean, it probably is, using everything. 30 by the minute, 24/7. Holy fuck. That sounds absolutely absurd. I mean, if it's possible, hell yeah, but it sounds crazy to think you can make 30 by the minute. At that point, you have to be using the entire goddamn map at that point, like bringing everything into like an Uber factory. That's not even to mention the power you would need. Obviously, you can just augment that with power augmenters, but still. Would you need to use the conversion stuff at all at that point, or no? Also, why is that wrong? That's wrong because you're placing the different directions, you dumb whore. That's why. Because technically speaking, this is not the correct placement. It's now an opposite mirror placement. You dumb bimbo. There are mirrored fucking positions. You don't use any of the converters? That's insane. That's awesome, but that's insane. How many copper powder alone goes how much copper ore and ingots you need for 45 nuclear pasta? Yeah, I can only imagine. I can only fucking imagine how much it's gonna take, because I've only been to nuclear pasta once and once only. That number was insane. I think it was like, to consistently make a nuclear pasta a minute, I think it was like 600 copper ore by the minute or something like that. It was a weird ass number. I remember that. And then imagining having to do that for 45 copper by the minute? Ugh. Or 45 nuclear pasta by the minute? We're talking into like 50k range at that point. And now Warhammer 50k, just 50 fucking whole Ks. There we go. Much cleaner, much better. Everything's now way more set, way more viable. Which then we do the exact same thing we did before on the opposite end where we mirror it. 9k copper powder, how many ingots do you think that's gonna be? 9k? Oh fuck. It's 47,000, isn't it? Something like that? That's just rough math off the top of my head from what I remember from when I made it, but I think I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm wrong, because I'm pretty sure I don't have the correct number in my mind at all. Right, it's out in, or in out more accurately. I can still replace you with priority murders, right? I can. Cool. And there's a reason why. Eventually I'll get to making it like that, but for now, that's not the important part, because the important part here is 54K! Damn it, I was slightly off. Whatever number I have in my head is slightly off then for what the actual conversion rate is. And I do merger right there. And then I come back down here. Okay. Whoop. Which then I snag, whoops. I snag another one of these. Right there. Just slightly off. Nope, I have to move it over to the side, you dumb bitch. 1, 2. I'm missing concrete, which is fine, because I can set it up. 21,000 copper ore. Wait, 54K from 21,000 copper ores, only 1,440 refineries. All refineries set to 250, so it's 570. Okay, and that's my only other quote-unquote issue with myself, is I extremely rarely work with overclocking. I know that is a me problem, and I know I really shouldn't be doing that, but I don't know why, just my mindset of using overclocking is just so, not cheap, but like, I want to use everything in my power that I have access to me until I have to start altering the ability, you know? The only reason why I'm even doing it with concrete right now is solely due to the fact that I know for a fact that I'm going to need a lot of concrete. Hence, the case in point that I've been using a shit ton of concrete this entire fucking time. Like, imagine me having to wait for that concrete. Wrong command slice. The entire goddamn time. So that's the reason why I actually overclocked those, because I knew for a fact that I need 480 concrete by the minute, which even then means I'm still waiting 2 minutes at the very least for my concrete to fill up for me to be able to use in this case scenario. Or I can be a smart bitch and just do this. Which, like I said, is kind of why I like having the foundation built, because then I can just, like, kind of chip away at it so I can use it for myself. Okay. Beautiful. I have a couple of foundations worth, but that's fine for now. Beautiful. There we go. So then this will combine to here, into here, and here. Wrong direction, but the idea is sound. Marker right there. Since this is 80, I have to go to Mark 2. Also, Slice, if you're still there, not actually lurking. How often do you use blueprints? Genuine question. Because obviously you can see I basically almost borderline rely on blueprints. Because the tedious work of having to set up this, like, over and over and over and over again would absolutely drive me insane if it wasn't for blueprints allowing me to just slap down one-click factories of reinforced iron plates. Alright, and then this is where the smart splitter enters into play. Which this is 160. So that means that needs to be Mark 3. Which then we make a industrial storage container in case I ever need to come here and pick some stuff up for myself for any reason whatsoever. Right there. Mark 3 right there. As well as I'll eventually put a dimensional depot there. So I'll literally replace this with a dimensional depot. So I'm actually going to cut that off real quick. And then we go with yet another smart splitter. Right there. Where in this case it's going to be any to the left, overflow down center, and same thing with this. Any to the left, overflow down center. Because now this is going to get sent that way, to which my plan is that as I stretch out this way, any excess, which is going to be like this whole little open space here, this excess is going to be an excessive amount of train depots for trains to come and pick up materials. That's why I'm sending them all to the left side. However, then it's also going to be another smart splitter. I know there's a hell of a lot of smart splitters, but this is specifically to organize the output and input of everything. Where this one is where I'm actually going to start sending stuff out, which is to the right is any, and to the front is overflow. Same exact idea. To the right is any, so I'll send out all 160 at a time in that instance, and if for whatever reason, if something happens and I need to extend this even further, I have extension room all the way over there. Hi, Rose! Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. How are you? Ah, right. Actually, in this case, what I need to do... Oh, this is the input. This is the input. My bad. This is the input. Glitter. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Why? The game doesn't like the extensive blueprints. Who's he? What? Who the fuck is he? Is it him? Is it him from the Powerpuff Girls? Oh god. Is he here? Or is it him? No, it's him. Yeah, it's him. Hi, Eclipse. Good to see you. Been a long time. It's good to see you too. Always glad to see people just popping up out of nowhere. It's always nice. It was just him. Okay, I thought so. I'm like, I swear there was a villain literally just called him in fucking Powerpuff Girls. I remember being a kid, like, being, like, miniature as fuck, and I could never comprehend that that was literally his name. I always thought that they just never called him his name for some reason, and then eventually, I don't remember when it was or why, but I eventually figured out, fucking late in my years, probably like when I was 14 or something, that it was, he was just called him. Right there. Overflow over there. Well, to be fair, now, I will say it took me that long, mainly due to the fact that, once I stopped I stopped watching Powerpuff Girls, and it stopped airing, I just literally dropped off on it entirely. I had no idea it was even, like, gone until at some point, they put it back on in Cartoon Network at some point in time. I don't remember the exact reason why it came back in Cartoon Network, but I remember it did eventually come back, and I was just like, oh! Right, the Powerpuff Girls. And then I was like, people started talking a lot about, you know, him and everything. I was like, oh, he's literally called him. Ah, I feel stupid. There. Your back is all that you meant? Are you sure about that? Are you sure you're not summoning an eldritch god to haunt me? Even though I would absolutely corrupt them and find a way to haunt them back. I will find a way to infect their systems or their whatever organs they may have. Also, Nam, you're a fucking filthy liar. They should be worried. They should always be worried. Okay, Rose, don't worry. I understand that I'm not worth watching whatsoever. Thank you for coming on by, nonetheless. They will hear me? Shush your face. Oh, right. I didn't do it correctly. You dumb bimbo. Fucking idiotic bitch. You have to do shit? You mean your boyfriend? If it's not your boyfriend, then why are you doing anything? Except for him. It is Saturday after all, Rose. Okay. I realized to do that the opposite direction. You dumb bitch. This one is the closer one. Right there. And then that's the farther one. It's why I love joining my streams. Listen, I try, okay? I may not be a good entertainer, but I try my best to be a dumbass slut of an entertainer. Hi, Wolf Lord. How you doing tonight? welcome to Satisfactory. Glad to see you come on by. I'm sorry if my builds are all disgusting as sin, because I am a god-awful player that doesn't know what the fuck I'm doing. Except for the fact that I have probably almost 2,000 hours in this game, which is depressing, to say the least. You feel the shit entertainment part? What game is this? Wolflord, what do you mean? This is a game called Satisfactory. As the name entails, it is about satisfying you in every which way. But in reality, it's about you building gigafactories. As you can see over there from where my spire is, it is about you building factories to be able to produce and create things incredibly efficiently well. Like this whole factory right here is just to make all 160 of a singular part. Meanwhile, that entire gigafactory all the way there, including the literal spire that pierced heaven itself, is our goal. We want to send pieces up there to accomplish our task. However, you may take your route upon that task as any direction that you want. You can build this disgusting ass massive factories over here, or you can try making a very organized brick of a factory like I'm trying right there. Not gonna die. Okay. What is very nice about this game, Wolf, is that the map is always the same. Always the same layout, always the same positions, always the same everything. Unless they update the game and change stuff. So, if for whatever reason you start in a location that you're like, I don't like this location, I don't like building this location, I don't like the resources of this location, you can choose one of 4 different spawn areas to pop into to pick from. And on top of that, if you want to, there's also just a gigantic map that you have available to you to travel around to. Oh, I forgot that I was charging my headphones the entire time. They're fully charged apparently. But you can do this where you see this incredibly complicated builds, thanks to the dedication and insanity that is my idiocy. Having a fun time, Eclipse. Thank you for coming by for a little bit to my trash your content nonetheless. But yeah, you can see you can make giant-ass layouts like this that are just so expansive and so insane. I will forewarn you, Wolf, that looking at all of this crap, I am literally a 2,000 hours player. So I know what I'm doing. And not to mention that I have these things called blueprints, which let me save layouts for me to slap down whenever I want. But in the beginning, you'll start with, like, much smaller productions, and it will slowly but surely help you build your way up to making extremely complicated layouts like this, or like over here. We're going to go to plastic. Oh yeah, also there's a train. As you can see, there are trains here to work with as well. So it can get very messy, very fast. But that is actually the point of the game. You are intended to essentially create a catastrophe of a building, of a factory, of a layout, to which then you either clean it up and refurbish it, or start a brand new world and do better next time. And like I said, because the world is always the exact same, you can always get a better start the next time, which is super goddamn nice. Eventually you get to some really, really extremely complicated shit, like what you're witnessing over here with oil. Fluids and oil are a thing, and they will get complicated as well, but they're also a hell of a lot of fun to figure out. But yeah, you get to do shit like this. And like I said, you get this whole goddamn map to yourself. You can kind of see that I've only stuck to this little section right here. And even considering where I'm building now is only to here. So in reality, this is all of the map that I've used so far. There is the rest of this to work with. You can do so much with so little, but it takes time. I will say that. This is a game that if you want to feel euphoric when you flip that power switch and you see all the machines operating at one instance together, to something more action-packed or very quick on the upkeep, maybe not the best game for you. This requires you to be dedicated, focused, or just creative enough to be willing to push through the barriers that it gives you. One way that I heard someone put it, which I thought was a really good way of putting it, is that think of Satisfactory in this game, think of progression as just a bunch of boss fights. It'll always present you. Thank you for the follow, Wolf Lord. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Data Bites and enjoy your brand new free emotes. But essentially speaking, you'll start at tier 0, which is the tutorial, and then you'll eventually go to tier 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. But the way someone described it, which I love so much how they described it, every single one of these are boss fights. And the game essentially tells you how to beat the boss, but you have to get there. And once you beat the boss, they'll show you the next boss, and the next one, and the next one, and just keep on going. And the entire point of the game is using the lessons that you learned from beating these bosses to beat this boss. I love it. The way that they said that was so good, and I fell in love with that description. It was amazing. But yeah, that is Satisfactory. As you can see, like I said, even in this world right now, I'm currently looking at 64 hours in this world. So like I said, do not think that this is like, hey, you get into the game and you just get to slap this together. No, 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 no. I have been at this game for 2,000 hours. This world has 64 hours in it already. And like I said, I have all of these that I created myself, mind you. These are personally created so that I can make use of all of this from all the times that I have already played this game, which is just an incredible amount of help for me to be able to go like, oh, right, I've made encased industrial beams before. So let me make a blueprint of that. Let me slap it down and then just work with it. But I still had to build this initially. But once you have that build going, it goes pretty damn well. I love you can see my little block factory from over here. When I get to design that and make it look prettier, it's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna look so good to look at the distance, see the giant spire of a building, the skyscraper of a building. It's gonna be so good. I'm hoping to make this like a little bit of like a visual town of sorts, like a little factory town. It'd be so fucking cool if I could do that, but knowing me, not only will I not be able to manage that by the end of next week, but also it will take a lot of creativity that I don't have in me as much as I wish I did. But that's where the attempt goes into play. I will try my absolute hardest to make it happen. But yeah, so right now all I'm doing is trying to manufacture my first like well-organized, well-efficient factory for the first time since 1.1 came out, which 1.1 is an update that's currently in experimental only, and it will come out to full release come this Tuesday. So come this Tuesday, we're going to get a shit ton of bug fixes, we're going to get a shit ton of quality of updates, and it's going to be super nice to see what they come up with in the meantime. But, there we go. So with that being said, then we just go with deleting that. And in essence, that is the idea here, is that then I'm going to send all of these out. Thank you for cuddling up to my booba, Wolf Lord. Lay claim to the throne, as you so please. They are big enough to accommodate a kitty cat, so boy do they. So in essence, the train import will be right here. So the train station can go like upwards of here, and that'll be fine. But then in this case, I need to start connecting these to power. That's the next big thing. And the way I'm going to do that is actually a lot simpler than I think. I'm going to put this one up. There you go. Right there. To the left, right there. Okay. Which then I need to go to here. Oops. Connect all of these guys together. And then same thing with these guys. Oops. Okay. And then same exact thing. One up. Thank you. Onto the left. Okay. Same thing here. Right there. Okay, so it's one beneath the line, one above the doubles. Okay. As long as I can remember that, fine. Cool. And then let me just visually see if that actually does work out well. It does! Look at that neat little cable right there. Ah, such a cute little thing. And there's a reason why I'm putting it like that. Because then I can just connect that over here. And boom. Just like that. Look how clean that looks. Absolutely gorgeous. Which is even better because then I just put one pole right there. Which they connect to these center points right there. Thank you. Thank you. One right there. Right there. And connect right there. Beautiful. Okay, and then with that, then what's going to end up happening is because I have to belt these in now, let me do that before I forget. And that way, all I have to do is have to belt the actual ores into the wall outlet, or wall fork. Okay. And with this alone, I will be making the full 160 reinforced iron plates by the goddamn minute. And it's going to be so good. I'm actually looking to the mod for daylight only. I keep saying it all the goddamn time, but I really should just to make it look prettier. Also, I just realized I did that wrong. This one. Oops. This one goes into here. Okay. So this guy's instance. I just realized that I did one thing wrong, technically. Yes. Technically, I did one thing wrong here, which is the fact that... Oh, actually, I can fix that. I have to make a splitter line that will allow me to take all of it up a level. Which actually, yes, I can do that. I actually can do that. I can make splitters all along this line and then shoot them upward. Excuse me. Shoot them upward so that I can send it up to the iron plates level or the iron ore smelting level. Yes, I can do that. Yes, I can do that. That's not bad at all. And like I said, well, this can get either super simple, depending on how you want to do it, or overtly complicated like I'm doing it. It is all up to the builder at the end of the day, which is part of the reason why I absolutely love this game.
Life has many doors, Ed boy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
No, you whore. Explaining to Wolf why this game is so amazing, you bitch. But this game is all about efficiency or beauty, your choice. And that's what's so good about it. I love it. Let's see. I just need a singular high-speed connector. It looks beautiful? No, it doesn't. Nope. Trust me when I say this is not a beautiful layout. This is an efficient layout. And I don't mean that to disrespect your opinion. I say that because, boy, when you see some people's builds, that they make some gorgeous, gorgeous builds. I want to cry. I want to cry from how little I am capable of making from 2,000 hours of experience in comparison to them. Like one streamer that I recently found yesterday, Thursday. I found him on Thursday. She only has, I think, 20 hours in the game, and she already builds factories that are better than me. No joke. Her factories are gorgeous. Inefficient. Horrifically inefficient. But goddamn are they beautiful. I can only wish to strive to be like her. These colors are mostly just to know what spacing I can and cannot do. I know I could just look at the ground, but it's just for the sake of clarity. But also, I just realized that I already started this wrong. And I will explain as to why in a moment here. Because if I'm going to hover pack this, it's going to be with a very specific set of things. Oh, that sucks. There you go. You're really good at blinding? I mean, I guess you're saying building, Wolf, because blinding, I mean, you probably blind me with your fingers, but depends on which way you want to take that. But trust me when I say, this game kind of hacks your brain to get good at it. Because again, you can start so simple. It will literally be as simple as you're gonna set up one smelter, one constructor, and then you make a belt, and then you make a thing right there. And you're gonna do that. You're gonna fuck up the placement, and then you're gonna do it again. Done. I kid you not, that's how the game starts. You go from one machine to another machine to the storage. Done. It's only once you get deeper in the game does it start going, okay, now hook up this machine to another machine, which hooked up to another machine, which hooked up to another machine, so then it goes into storage. The game handholds you in such a nice way that it doesn't choke you to play in a certain way. It just goes like, there you go, here's what you can do for now. Once you've managed to do that, then I give you more things you can do. Oh, look at that. You finished that. Here's more things that you can do. And that's all it does the entire time. It's so good. It's so fucking good. I love it. I love it so goddamn much. But this is a thing that I fucked up. I did not put power in. Which is really sucky because I just finished painting this whole thing. But that's fine because what I'm going to need to do, concrete platform power. And I need to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2. Which technically is a bad thing, so I might actually move this over by 1. Yeah, I think I'm going to move it over by 1 in that case scenario, because I kind of want to have as much reach of power as much as possible. So let me actually do it there instead. Which, once again, does mean that I just ruined a lot of things here, but it's fine. Right there. Okay. Now, concrete with power. And there's a reason why I'm doing it like this. Because once I get the hover pack, once I get power running here through here more accurately, once I get power running through, then when I have it through this spacing right here, that means that I'll actually be able to use the hover pack through literally the entire factory. Which is why I'm doing it like that. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1. Oh, once again, I have to move it over by 1 just a little bit. God damn it, I keep forgetting. That's how I have to do it. I already fucked it up again. 1, 2. Okay. Only this one is where it's gonna suck because if I do that, then I have to go from underneath. I actually would have to technically go inside of all these. Uh-oh. Well, I already fucked it up. You know what? I'm gonna do it on the second floor then. I'm gonna do it on the second floor. I'll forego doing it down here then. Yeah, I'll forego doing it down here because I don't need to with these guys. Yeah, with these guys I don't need to. Yeah, that's true. Never mind, I'm stupid. With those guys there, I literally don't have to. I'll put them down to have them in case of anything, but otherwise, I actually don't need it. Yeah, I don't need it. Yeah, because obviously I can't reach inside of there to make it happen, but it'll be fine. They're just there now in case I actually do ever use them. 3. 3. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Gorgeous. This also makes it where I can like put power to be a lot more cleaner, a lot sneakily, God words, hidden. Rather than having cables being like shotted out everywhere. Oh, Wolf Lord. Oh, Wolf Lord. Don't get me started on Wilds. Don't. I put that game down for a little bit to get a little bit of a breathing room, but God, I'm obsessed with Wilds. I am absolutely obsessed. I'm currently at 282 hours, I think. It's an unhealthy addiction. I love Monster Hunter. I got in on World, and then Wilds just absolutely captivated me. I'm in love with it. I know it has a lot of issues on PCs. I agree. They're a big fucking problem, as well as it's really annoying that Capcom released it the way that they did. But even then, I still love the game. The game is still really fucking good. Even with all of its problems and all of its issues, I can't help but love it. So I will say that I spent a good 3 months suffering as a Hammer main, because Hammer sucked so badly until the latest update. But finally the Hammer is good, and I'm in love with it. I'm so in love. Okay. That's it. So, the idea here... At 288, I would have more hours if I not only had more time in the day, but I also wasn't playing other games. Obviously, number 1, for stream, and number 2, just I have other games that I play right now. And I still want to play other games too, which is kind of the reason why I put Monster Hunter down for a little bit to be like, okay, hey, I need to play other things. I have so many other games in my goddamn playlist. I need to play them, for fuck's sake. What's your name? What do you mean? And if you dare tell me dual blades, I was gonna say you can suck it, but I'm pretty sure a lot of guys would love to suck me off, but in a different way. Actually, no, probably still the same way. But, that's where power is right there, so that's pretty nice. Longsword and greatsword. Alright, longsword's a little bit iffy. I'll say that. But greatsword, alright, I see it. I should also mention that, I was, practicing on getting to mastering every single weapon in the game. I have not done so far. I've so far, quote-unquote, mastered 5 weapons so far. I've done the hammer, the greatsword, longsword, dual blade, and bow. I've done those 5 weapons so far. By mastered, I basically just mean that I can take on, like, Gormagala, Tempered Arcveld, and stuff like that. Hammer is so much fun. It's so good. It's so fucking good. It annoys me so much that it took so long for them to buff us. Why did it take so long for them to buff us? I don't understand. But it did. And they're assholes for it. Okay, but in essence, now all I have to do here is set up a priority power switch. I need 2 high-speed connectors. That was only 1. My bad. Alright, so I could put the priority power switch literally right here in between everything where the power node is, which I believe is right here. Nope, it is... Oh, it's right there. Okay, this one, I could either put it right here or... Oh, wait, can I do this? Will this work? It will! Oh my god, it looks actually so much better than I thought it was going to. Holy shit, that's so good. That's actually so fucking good. That looks way better than I could have thought. Which monster do I hate fighting? I know it's gonna sound really stupid, but I despise Uzduna. Uzduna is such a bad, it's such a bad hammer fight. New Udra, I used to hate to high hell, but ever since they buffed the hammer and our offset attack now has a better hitbox, New Udra's not as big of a deal anymore. Zhu is up there, because Zhu tentacle spear attack that literally launches halfway across the fucking map is so annoying to deal with. I hate it. I hate it so goddamn much. 5. 1 down. Oh my god. Vertical nudging has made that so easy. Yes. Then in this case, we go power to A. Goes right there. And then go to B. And then this goes right there. Down below. What about you? What's your least favorite? I'm curious. Oh, Bahara is weirdly annoying to fight. I don't want to say like it's a terrible monster, but it's so weird. So weird to fight. Reinforced iron plates. Factory. And then this is going to go with the reinforced iron plates. Hell yeah. And now, theoretically, obviously when I connect all of this to power, this will just turn on. Which is fucking amazing. In this case, though, since I have that right there, 2... Wait, hang on. 1, 2... Can I reach that power node? No, I can't. Okay, so then in this case... 1, 2... Yep, I agree with you. I didn't want to go with the easy answer of just saying Gormagala, because Gormagala is just a pain in the fucking ass. But he just... Ugh! Hate him so much. And I don't hate him for any other reason. He's just so annoying. It's less that he's hard and more that he's just so fucking annoying to fight. I don't get what it is about him, but his attack set is so fucking confusing and so irritating. He's aggressive as shit. See, I'm okay with him being aggressive as hell, because Arcveld is also aggressive as shit. But Arcveld also, you can almost, read his moves way easier, but fucking Gormagala, he just bounces everywhere. He doesn't give a singular flying fuck. He will come at you at whatever angle he wants to come at you, and I hate it. It disgusts me so much. It's why like I agreed with most of the community when people were saying that like how the fuck do the devs believe that Arkfeld is harder than Gore because Arkfeld was the only 8-star ranked mission versus fucking Gore Magala who's a 7-star mission. It's like God, fuck, it's not true. It's not fucking true. Gore Magala is so much worse. You fucking morons. Right there. You know, like they gave him a fast backstep, he can just turn around and hit you. Yep, When he's winding up for that return slam, it is ridiculous. Not only is it ridiculously fast, but it's also crazy that they gave a monster a countermeasure in that case instance. Especially when it's not even the worst part about that attack is it's not just even a back slam. It's also an additional tail wag in front too. So you cannot dodge to the front of him because then his tail hits you anyways. It's insane. Even if you manage to dodge that cleanly, the secondary tail swipe is still gonna nick you. And I hate it. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. There you go. Woo. All things considered, if I hook any of this to power, all this will start working. Okay, so let me start working on the... Oh wait, that's right. Now that I copied that, will I call the colors too? Right? No, it copies blueprint. Okay, cool. Now, in essence, what I want to do is I want to build a train station over here. Essentially, I need to know the height of which I am working with here. That's why I want to build this now. If I were to actually build a train station at this point, how high would I have to build it? I'm an idiot. Right there. Okay. I don't need to know anything actual beyond the actual height itself. You hate to do that belly flop. Yep. You made the exact attack that I fucking hate to. That belly flop is ridiculous. The first one is kind of okay because it gives you time to like retaliate. The second one though, if he does a second follow-up belly flop, is insane. It is not only is it tracking absolutely fucking crazy, but it comes out so goddamn fast that unless you have Foresight Slash or EI Foresight Slash at the ready, or you have some kind of iframe dodge already wound up, it's gonna fucking hit you. And it's so fucking stupid. I genuinely hate it. Okay, so train stations are 6 walls tall. So that's essentially how high I have to go, is 6 walls tall at all times. Which obviously, in this case, this is way higher than 6 walls. So that is perfectly fine. So, with that being said, though, I can, in this case instance, let this be for now. And essentially, I'm going to start dragging a pylon over here. Yeah, I'm going to start dragging pylons over here. It's going to power it on. I'm not going to turn it on yet, because obviously I don't need to, but I will eventually turn it on. Which actually, now that I realize I say that, I need to power these on as well. I need these to be made with the power switch as well. This one. Right there. A's on the left, B is on the right, just because that's how I like it. these down there. Which then put the power right there. I know this is a whole roundabout way of doing this, but I'm doing it for the sake of cleanliness. That way this looks like it is a power switch connected to a power pole, which then just looks great. Iron for miners. Iron factory miners. Which then is going to go out here. Oil production has to stay on because of power, but still. Yeah, iron factory miners. Beautiful. Your favorite monster's Fulgur. It's really Fulgur! I am curious on that. What makes you like him so much? I don't say he's my favorite or my least favorite by any means, but he is definitely an interesting monster to hunt, an interesting one to fight. So I'm curious, why Fulgur? Meanwhile, for me, my favorite monster, right now, 100% right now. I feel like right now is unironically like the best design, the best balanced, and the best like monster to cut your teeth on. Like if he's the apex that is so well made at the end of the day, and I love him so much because of that. Lightning T-Rex? That's it. No other reason why. It's just because he's a giant fucking lightning T-Rex. Shut up, you dumb slut. Ooh, I just realized something. Actually, no, it'll work. Yeah. It'll work, then I can make it pillars. Yeah, that's what I can do. Okay, so let me head on up here. Let me see as to where I can make it right there.
What?
Right here.
Is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
No, you whore. Mostly because I have no concentration right now. It's all on Monster Hunter. Okay, so in this case instance, we're gonna go with... Ow! Bitch. Right there. No, right there. Okay. Which then I'm going to... 1, 2, 3. Okay. And right there. Yep, that should be the blueprint. Okay. And all that right there. Slight visual glitch? Oh, I didn't even notice. Some of the mountains disappeared. Alright, bitch. Our temper right now scares you? Fuck. Oh my god. Dude, you have no idea. I was so annoyed with our temper right now. I love that it was hard. Like, I'm not gonna say I don't like it because it's not hard. And because I love it when it's hard. And I love it when it's hard inside of me. Because that's what he just kept doing. He kept sticking it inside of me. So if it's gonna stick it inside of me, it may as well be hard. But like, you know, everyone online were all bitching and moaning saying, oh, 13 minutes is so easy. That's such like a very, like that's a casual time race. Like, alright, motherfucker, shut your whole goddamn mouth, alright? 13 minutes is a godsend for a casual. Because that's the thing about me. I like to think that I am not exactly a casual, but I'm not a speedrunner. I like to play the game as best as I possibly can, but I'm not going to rely on, like, the meta. Like, I'm not going to look up online and say, like, oh, what's the meta hammer build? Or what's the meta longsword build? Or anything like that. And be like, oh, I'm going to use the best weapon and the best build. And I'm going to kill this monster like it was nothing. Like, no. No. If I'm going to kill a bitch, I'm going to kill a bitch with my build. It's going to be my weapons that do it. And all the people who are just like, oh, it's so easy to get 13 minutes. It's like, shut the fuck up. Y'all are so used to your goddamn meta bullshit that you don't understand what it means to be, like, just a player anymore. Y'all can fucking suck my clit, alright? Shut your whore mouth. You enjoy the game? Same! Yeah! That's the thing that I don't think a lot of people understand, and that's where a lot of the, oh, I already put 200 hours in the game, it's a dead game, why is there no content? It's like, dumbass, if of content! You swallowed so much content that literally fucking, like, Africa is jealous of you or something. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, I can do it from there. I can do it through there. Let's go. I can make the pylon from there. I don't think I'm gonna make it on my jetpack. Uh-oh. Doom scoring, bring water, too many people. Yep. Uh-huh. They expect them to be endless, infinite, unstoppable fucking constant dopamine. That's exactly what I was gonna say too. I was gonna say constant contact, but no, that constant dopamine is a better way of putting it. Some people just like they blast through all that content and they're like, oh, the game is so boring now. It's like, yeah, no shit, the game's boring because you made it boring. You did everything. You finished the game. Congrats. And don't insult the fucking devs for you finishing the game too fast. But, yeah, no, it's fucking great. I love it. That's why I've got 280 hours in there, and I'm just like, I'm happy. I'm so happy with the game. Okay, let's go ahead and build out. Obviously, I'm going to need more time and more distance, but I will get there eventually. This is just so I can have hover pack right here, right now. And like I said, I'm not turning on anything in that factory just yet, but I will eventually. Right now, is a monster from a different planet? I don't know if I would say that exactly, but he definitely feels really fucking cool. He feels more unique than a lot of the other monsters in the game. Chemtrails, I think, is also a pretty good one, where it's like, he feels unique in his own way, in an interesting way, but like, they could have done a little better on that, you know? Shadow Cobra, I think, is a really good, like, fine line, where it's like, he looks like he could be on this planet, if this planet was also, like, ruled over by, like, a bunch of monsters, you know? I have the thing right there. Okay. Ads do be incoming, Wolf. You will be out for 3 minutes. That is in order to avoid any and all, mid-roll ads for when you join the stream. So I apologize. Let me go right there. Like that power right there. Dumbass bitch. Like that power right there. Power right there. Tower platform. Also just realized I cannot do this. Hell yeah. Which then we go with tower with platform. Right there. Right there. Same here, Wolf. I have never fought Legiacris. I've only ever heard stories about him. So I'm actually really excited to see what he has in store for us. I'm really excited to see what the dev team have cooked up for this time. Especially given that, like, we're definitely not going to fight him underwater, which is kind of sad, but at the same time kind of makes a little bit of sense that, like, Wild wasn't built for that, essentially speaking. But it's going to be interesting to see how that comes out. I'm so curious and so excited. God, this goes so far. I love it. I love it. I'm really hoping that, whatever his weapon or his armor skills are, I kind of hope they shake up the meta a little bit. Oh, we'll see you soon from ads. Not to say that the meta is bad right now, but, like, I really do want there to be something, to replace the current Guardian meta for the moment. I should have put a thing there. Actually, I did put a thing there. What are you talking about? I did put a stamp right there. We need more spider monsters? I don't know! I mean, to be fair, do we have... Oh, we have Ragnikadaki from Rise. I don't know if actually there are any more spider monsters in the game at all, period. I don't mean just, like, wild. I think, like, all together, period. Now that I'm thinking about it. At least not that I'm aware of. As far as I'm aware, I think and there's Scylla, and Lala Brainer are the only spider spiders, as far as I can think of. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's where I can go. Yeah. Welcome back, Slice. Way to announce yourself by slapping me. Abusing me as always. Hey. Calm your ass down, you bitch. Good. Right. There. I'm very aware, Slice. Don't think I'm not aware of the desires that you have for what you want to do to me. You and a vast majority of chat. I'm very sure of it. Right there. Oh, who am I kidding? All chat would absolutely want to do nothing more than absolutely abuse the shit out of me. Okay, then we go ahead and we do this. First off, I'm incorporeal, so no. And second off, no. Listen, maybe one day I'll be able to manufacture something that'll allow you to enjoy my presence. But until that day, unfortunately, as I am, a digital construct of mediocre quality. Welcome back, Matt. Welcome back, Wolf. I was talking, Wolf, while you were gone, but are there any big spiders other than what we have now? Like Narcilla, Arachnikadaki, from Rise. We have Lullabarina now. I actually don't know that many spiders. Like, at all. Also, might it be just barely... Also, next question. Is that actually in line or is that off of it? Ooh, okay. It's kind of off. Yikes. Okay, so I have to build one outward in that case scenario. Okay. Add it on up. Yeah, I'll build one to the right and I'll build the wall down there. Let's see how that goes. I think I'll need one more step to make it up there, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna need one more step at least. Oh, cool. Nice little boost. I don't know how that glitch works, but I know that that can be loosely replicated. A little bit. Yep. And then I can just build it right here. Cool. There. Which then I'm gonna do... the double wall outlet mark. Right there. There you go. Which then go until I can't. Which as far as that this goes. Oops. Right there. Right there. Cool. Right there. Rose returning to claim her place upon my bosom. Okay. could try and put one down here. Or I stop being an idiot. Or I stop being a fucking idiot. Oh, wait, but I can't because this is the train station. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, I can't because then I can put the train station just further down. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, good god. I keep forgetting that I have elevators now for vertical fucking transitions of power! Ah! You might get me a pronoun lister eventually? Oh, listen. All of it is just gonna be the exact same pronouns, alright? Let's not even kid around. I know exactly what I call myself at all times. Exactly what I deserve to be called. And I know it. You like fighting Mizutsune? Really? I love the Mizutsune fight. Then again, maybe it's because I'm a hammer, so like fighting Mizutsune is like nothing at all. It is just so much fucking fun. Maybe that's why. But I love fighting Mizu. Mizu's so much fun. There we go. Which then, once again, the exact same idea. Power in the ground. Which then I just connect it to, where is the nearest one? It's like here, no? Yeah, it's right here. Oh, right there. Well, then in that case, let me do this then. Ow! I just punched the shit out of my mic, I'm sorry. Like that, power switch once again, and left, be on the right. I like it like that. On forward, thank you. Oh, to spider monster level. Wait. Only to spider monster. Words! Wolf! Words! Grammar! One notch down there. One notch down there. Connect that to that. Connect that to that. Connect this to that. And then connect this. Actually, wait, no, other way around. No, I kind of meant in total, Wolf. Like, in total. Because, Rise has Ragnarokudaki and Pyre Ragnarokudaki, but whatever. But I don't know if there's any other spider monsters beyond that. Is there only 3 spider monsters in the entire fucking game? Is there? That feels wrong, honestly, but it might be true. Okay, I think what I fucked up is this one. Because this one, yeah, this is the input power. Yeah, I fucked that one up. Okay. Because that means that the output power is that. So this is the input power, which connects to here. Main factory power switch. This is priority number 1. And with this alone, I now have power to this entire place. Yeah! I can now float. Let's go. Hell yes. There we go. And obviously if I want to go any higher, then I have to go through there. Yes! Yes! This is why personnel elevators are so good. Even if you don't use them as actual elevators, you can just use them as power transport. I love it! Hell yes. Hell to the fucking yes. Boom! Just like that. All ready to go. Yes. Alright, so now I have power available to this entire place, which is absolutely amazing. Imagine being this excited for an elevator. Ma'am, if you saw a fucking staircase of like 700,000 fucking feet, you'd be excited for an elevator, so shut your whore mouth. Also, wait, that's just the roofing. I just realized I fucked this up already. Yes, I did. I had to raise it just a little bit more. What are you talking about, Wolf? Ebony Odogaron isn't in the game. It's Guardian Ebony Odogaron. Not the same thing, Wolf. They're two different monsters. Okay? So those who enjoy Satisfactory the odd ones? Yes. Yes, we are. And I enjoy it so goddamn much. Okay, let me get the logistics power platform going. Or platform. So that then... Let me actually double check to make sure I'm pushing this in the right place. So right here is the first place for power. So in this case instance, that's the place for power. Gonna go right here. I know, but still, I know. I'm with you the same way, where it's kind of like, I mean, it is the monster. Let's not kid around. It is the monster. So it's like, will we ever get the normal variant of it? Because right now, the only monster that we have, the monster itself in the normal variant is Guardian de Shagaba, right? And Rathalos. Alright, but technically speaking, this will be the direct line across, yes. What are games I play? If you look below, Wolf, there is a little section thing that says like games I played and games I'm going to play, which are games in my Steam library. But you want a good idea of games that I play? I love Kingdom Hearts. I like Borderlands. I used to love Call of Duty before it went to absolute dog shit. I love Satisfactory, as you can see. Stardew Valley, Monster Hunter, and other such little games along those lines that tickle my fancy on all sorts of things that I just enjoy about games themselves. Actually, I just realized I need to turn on the reinforced power, or reinforced iron plate one. I can turn this on, because as long as I don't turn on the miners, it'll be fine. Ah, there we go. Now these guys will give me power. Let's go! Hell yeah. Yeah, I play a vast variety game. I'm a variety gamer at the end of the day. Pokemon? I don't know how I forgot to mention Pokemon. I know exactly why I forgot to mention Pokemon, because I'm still butthurt about the whole Pokemon Scarlet and Violet running way better on the Switch 2. And me not having a Switch 2, which I'm not going to get for a very long time anyways, but still. It's so annoying too, because people have already done like hardware analysis of the Switch 2, or more of Scarlet and Violet and the Switch 2 in general. And it comes down to all the Switch 2 is doing is essentially brute forcing the ever-loving shit out of the game to make it run better. It's not even technically speaking running better necessarily. It is actually just brute fucking forcing its way into running better, which is kind of sad, all things considered, because it's like, wow, so even when it's like supposed to be running very, very well, it's not even running well because the game is running well. It's running well because the system is just strong enough to not let it be disgusting. Also, there's a reason why I'm building like this. I will explain in a little bit. Yeah, I play variety games. I'm even open to playing Roof Factory here soon. Very soon, actually. Whenever I get sick and tired of Satisfactory here, I'm probably going to play some Roof Factory for the first time ever. But that is where the iron ore is going to come inbound. And of course, if there's there's a game on that list that you don't see that you're curious about whether or not I do or don't play, I'm more than willing to answer a question on it. Oh, right, I have to do the exact same thing anyways on that. Ew. Ew. Damn it. I didn't realize that's how that was gonna work out. Gross. Ugh. Oh well, as long as it works. As long as it works. I mean, man, for now, I'll figure it out on my own, obviously. That's my hope and idea. But obviously, if I start getting frustrated on certain things is when I'll ask for, like, that kind of help. You want to play that wolf game? Because you don't have a PC? What wolf game? You want to play that wolf game? What wolf game? I'm, like, actually curious. What fucking wolf game? Yeah. I think it's right there. Yes. Is it the new one that's coming out? That's like a, basically One Night Ultimate Werewolf, but the video game, essentially? The one that literally just got announced? Oops. Also, yeah, just occurred to me that I have to do that for every single one of these anyways. Fuck, I'm stupid. Okay. Do the exact same thing. That way they are right there. Good. Oh yeah, that was a thing too. That I had the question today set up that I might have asked about the Summer's Game Fest and State of Play, but I'll be honest, it had some good games in there. But I think the only fucking like key announcement during Summer's Game Fest, besides like a bunch of DLCs or collaborations that are coming up, is trailers for games that already existed or fucking Code Vein 2. I legitimately do not think a single other game really like made a big splash, if I'm being honest. And even then, Code Vein 2 didn't make that big of a splash because, let's be honest, Code Vein 2 is not like a god game by any means. It's not like an insanely good Souls game. It's just a really fun anime Souls game that had really big titties in it. Which, by the way, mind you, I noticed in the Code Vein 2 trailer, I didn't see a single person, or a single waifu, more accurately, in that game that was thick by any means. So it's like, oh no. Oh no. What's gonna happen? Because, obviously, for anyone who knows what Code Vein is, Io, who is our main companion, she is uber thick, and she obviously was in the trailers, so that was a huge thing. But now our companion is actually, I won't want to say she's a lolly, but, like, she's not thick. So it's like, uh-oh, what happened? What's going on? What did you do? I guess, technically speaking, I should have done this one first and then do that one. Yeah, I should have. Oh, well. This looks ugly as sin as it is, though. I'll fix it. I'll fucking fix it. Since I have time to fix it, I can do it. I'll fix it. This is why I hate that I'm so OCD about this shit. Okay, smart splitter right there. And then smart splitter. Oh, it's right here. Dumb bitch. There. Overflow. Addy. Back. It feels really dumb that I'm making the reinforced iron plates the overflow, but I think it's okay in essence. In essence. But even if it's not, like, okay naturally. Arthur reminds you of the Grim Reaper? I can kind of see it. I'm not entirely positive I agree with that description, but it's only just because, oh, I put it too close? Oh, it won't work, will it? Oh, that's annoying. Oh, it's just too close. Okay, so I did have to do it the other way. God damn it. I am very annoyed with myself. I have to do it again. I ruined it and I have to do it again. And again, this is why I do it. This is literally why I test when I test. At least now I know for sure this is exactly how it has to go. There's no other way. It has to go this way. I'm really curious as to what we're going to get for Master Rank, though. I'll be straight up honest, Wolf. My biggest worry with us getting, oh, these smart splitter. With us getting, layered weapons for Title Update 2, was that, what are we going to get for Master Rank in that case? That's my only worry. Like, at this point, what are we gonna... Yeah, we already have layered armors, and we already have now, layered weapons coming in Title Update 2, so... What the fuck are we gonna get as, like, a... Here's your next, like, progression. Here's the next thing for you to grind. It legitimately worries me, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I'm genuinely worried as to what could they give us. Besides, obviously, a new endgame, weapon grind to keep us playing the game. I've already gone and said that I will keep playing the game just for fun, because I love the game as a whole, but it's just how in the fuck, what are they going to give us to make up for it, you know? It's fun to watch you play this game. Thank you, Wolf. I don't know if fun is exactly the right term, but I appreciate it. I very much do. Okay, so this is the reason why I did it this way. Now, you'll notice that I could have done this with a conveyor hole. However, there is one problem with doing this as a conveyor hole, and I hate that this is how this works. This is why this is so annoying. So if I do a conveyor hole, which makes this look cleaner, I do it like that. And then, let's just say I pull it the exact same distance up. Okay? The thing is we now can put mergers and splitters onto conveyors now, which is fucking awesome. It's great. It's amazing. However, you'll notice that exact thing that's going on. I can get to here, but then one down, I can't go one down. Even if you nudge it, because the moment you start going for nudging, it no longer classifies as okay. Maybe this will get fixed on Tuesday with all the patches and quality of life update stuff, but you cannot do that through a conveyor hole, but you can do it when it's just going through the ground. So that's why I'm going to do it like that, where it's just going through the ground. It's upsetting that it's going to have to look like that, but it's the best that I can do, unfortunately. And this is just to forcibly make it so that it's clean. What's nice, though, is that not only one can I put a smart splitter on there, but also, number two, is that then what I can do is I delete the top of it, and I just lift it again. And it goes even higher. Which is super, super goddamn nice. But in this case, we're going to go with any to the right. And obviously, if you notice, the back is closed off now. That's because the back and the front are now closed off. That's because the center is now the top, which is super neat. Make sure the yellow is on the right side. Just want to do that. Beautiful. copy. Oh, you can't copy settings on this? Oh, you can. Okay, cool. I just missed it. Paste, paste, and paste. Cool. But then, with that being said, we can then start filling out more of this, because now I should have more concrete. Yes, I have all the concrete back in the world, which is great. So this is these 2 lines. Okay, so 1, 2, blank. 1, 2, blank. Okay, cool. And then this is 1, 2, blank is right there. Boop. And boop. Boop. Oh my god, the lag. The lag of making massive blueprints and it's saving at that moment too. Hey, soon, Wolf. I'll be on for a while longer. Probably about another at least half an hour. And that's assuming that I actually stop at 9 o'clock. I probably won't be, honestly. Especially since I really want to see if I can get this factory all done by tonight. Oh, I forgot to do a blank. 1, 2, blank. And then it's 1, 2, blank. Right there. And this gets the entire row. Which actually, let me actually take that back because I'm going to start placing the PowerPoints now. Just like the power platforms. Slide 33, you are an hour ahead of me. Not bad. Not bad at all. Having a late night dinner? I do the exact same thing, so don't worry about it. God, that was some bad lag. That was some very, very bad lag. Okay, let's do one more. Can I get one more here? I can. There you go. Okay. Now with logistics with power, I can come on down here. And connect these along. God damn it! Connect these along. Connect these together. These don't have power yet, but I will give them power soon enough. Do day-night matter in this game? Nope, just for lighting. Just for how you see things in the world, that's it. No, otherwise, it does not actually matter. No new effects, no new monsters, no nothing. Nothing changes. It's part of the reason why a big ask that the community has been asking for is there's a mod in the game, or not in the game, but there's a mod that you can download to make it so it's permanently daytime, so you don't have to worry about the darkness or the nighttime at all. And there's a lot of people who want the developers to just put that in the game naturally. And while obviously all of us will understand like the idea and the concept that they want it to be like, yeah, you're on a planet that has a day and night cycle that actually like exists and everything. It's like, okay, that's really cool, but like it's really annoying when like we're working on something and it just gets stupidly dark. Which is only worse too, because the singular downside that I think this game has, like altogether like a hard, ridiculous downside, is the fact that lighting in this game is bad. Lighting is terrible. And by that I mean like the options that we have for lighting is not good. Oh, I forgot to ever put a dimensional D-put on the screws because I didn't plan on using them ever again, but there are things in the game to give us light. So, like, how you can see that it's super dark down here, because obviously, like, you know, if you have a room like this, it's going to be super dark. You have your flashlight, and that's it. There is a way to light this up, but honestly, those lights are terrible. They are very, very, very weak. where's my power? It's on this line, right? Yeah, it's on this line, so... Let me actually just put those down real quick just so I can denote the difference of where it's gonna be. Okay, and then it's 1, 2. Yeah, it's gonna be one more spot right here. I'm gonna put this so I can have that lined up right now. Okay, there you go. Alright. Cool. Beautiful. So in essence, this is where the iron ore production will begin. And since each of these are 480, literally all I need is 4 of them. That's it. That's where this is gonna get so much easier. Already off the bat. And these guys, I actually kind of want to make them, glass blocks. I kind of like the idea of making them glass. Because that'll make them look pretty. Unlike me. Alright, so you guys go up until the first foundations. Yeah, so you guys go up until literally there. Hush you know it's true. So in this case, yeah, I can put them literally directly on there. Left one? Like I said, I technically could have fixed the blueprint if I wanted to do that, but the stupid center bar will always be an issue, and I hate it. I hate it. Why do I feel like that's slightly off? Oh, it is slightly off. What the fuck? Why do you like that? Oh, because of the power node. Ah. There we go. And wait for the last one to fill up. For 4. And this is so much easier to set up because, like I said, this is so much cleaner and so much easier. Yeah, go figure. The game really doesn't like me building 4 factories in one shot. It really doesn't like it. But there we go. That is all the iron ingots that I'm going to ever need. Which is great because then all I have to do. Oh, right. Now one off. Oop, right there. Right there. Right there. And right there. I always rotate it just to make sure I hear the click because sometimes I don't trust it even when I hear the click. This is why setting this up is always so worthwhile. Ooh, that's so nice. I can just do that right there. Let's go. Making this look so goddamn pretty. If I can't be pretty, my fucking factories will be. Can I go the other way? I can! Yay! And right there. Also, like I said, this is what 2,000 hours worth of, like, experience and planning essentially happens. Where, like, at this point, like, I've run this simulation in my head way too many times. Just like that, that is iron ore all ready to go. Okay, so now I need to get power up here, which the only really way to get power up here is via elevator, or at least that's the easiest way to get power up here. So, what can I do in that case? Essentially speaking, I really don't want to fill out any frozen here. So actually, if the train station is going to start somewhere here, what I can have is the train station be, like, it goes up and down right back here. So it'll go right above this whole goddamn thing. Because my idea is obviously I'm going to need all the iron ore to get transferred over to a coal plant so that it can make steel. I need screws mixed with cable? Canvas? No. Screws with pipes. Actually, so I don't need to do that either. What's the thing I'm thinking about? What the fuck is the thing I'm thinking about? It has copper sheets in it. Fuck. What was the one thing that needs copper as well? Wire. No, not inbox. I want... Stable? No. Is that really cable? Am I being really dumb here? Oh, I guess I am being really dumb. Because essentially what my idea was is that there was going to be a train that passes over through the copper, which is over in those like little trees you can see right there. There's 2 pure copper nodes I can collect from there. And then it'll like wrap around, come to here, pick up the iron stuff that it needs, go to steel, pick up the steel stuff, and then wrap around all the way again, over and over again. And same with the concrete would be like right over here, so that when it makes that whole little loop around here, it'll eventually stop by a second factory that is either going to be like right there, or right over here where the steel is going to be. What? No, Wolf! What do you mean? Why are you torturing Tony Chopper? How absolutely dare you? I thought we were friends. At least I know where you stand on that. How dare you? Yeah. I think I have to lift it up. Like I said, I think I'm going to lift it up over this area. Because either way, copper has to be, like, a little bit higher. So I think that's what I'll have to do. I'll probably, like, lift it up to copper. And because I know that this has to be at least 6 tall. How tall is this right now? This is about... It's 8 tall. So if I can go 2 foundations up, I can go up to there. Which is... Yes, that is actually enough. So I could actually make that the train station pickup instead. Yes, I can raise it up for this floor, specifically because reinforced iron plates are there anyways, and then I can have, like, it go above me, and I can go underneath. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's the idea right now. That is the idea right now. Also, just realized, did I not use the correct ones? No, I did not. I kept using left caps, you dumb bitch. That's why that was doing that shit. Indeed you do, Slice. At the very least, you're finally giving me the fluid you desire down my throat. Thank you for the hydrate, Slice. Always enjoy swallowing thine fluids. Alright, so that's where I went wrong. I didn't do the correct thing because it's gonna look ugly as sin, like me. That explains why I felt like it looked weird, though. That does explain why that looked weird to me. And then I need the right cap. There we go! Now it looks beautiful. You know the water's heavier than butane because butane is a lighter fluid? Oh, epic. Oh. How dare you? How could you do this to me? How can you hurt me this way, you bastard? How about have a wonderful night? Well, thank you for coming by to my trash tier content, and I appreciate the follow. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate the conversations that we had over Monster Hunter. I am very excited for Tell They Do, and I cannot wait for it. When Tell They Do comes out, I'll probably stream Monster Hunter for a little bit, because content. Okay, there we go. So that's set yet again. Okay, but essentially speaking, like I said, I could make it to the elevator. Is there? I know that was a good one. I know it hurt me. I know it hurt me deep inside. Okay, so yeah, I can make the train kind of like pass through there. So when the train passes through, how big is the track itself? Because that's essentially what's going to determine. Oh, it's actually not that big. Yeah, I can do that. Oh, but then... I will have to curve it a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to have to curve it a little bit in that case instance. Just to save myself the elevator here. Or, when I get it that high, I can reestablish the actual power connectivity method and figure out how that works. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, cool. So I'll just make an elevator right here and figure it out as I go. What's big and soft and gives out white stuff? I mean, if it's big and soft, fucking, I don't know. The problem is that guys only give stuff out when they're hard, so unfortunately that's not the case. You're back for like 3 minutes. Is that all I'm worth? Is that all that I am worth in that case instance? You know what? Acceptable. Very acceptable. If all I'm valued at is 3 minutes at a time, then I understand. A Twinkie! You know, that's actually a really good answer. I didn't even fucking think about that. That is so true, Epic. You have to watch a chat? I mean, you could watch my chat. And then... right here. They yellow? What? Yellow? What happened? I'm confused. I'm confusion. Okay, so that's power in, power out, right there. But they're yellow? No. They give off... no, they are soft. And they give off white stuff. The white stuff is the Twinkies inside. No, he's correct. He's absolutely correct. Not mine, though, Slice. I will say that. Mine don't. I was not built with that capability, thankfully enough. You'll lurk with me, Dad? I mean, listen again. My streams are only worth lurking anyways. You say boobs? I mean, I didn't say you're wrong. I just said that mine don't. Okay, how do I connect you to your power in this case instance? I could just connect you to the rooftop right there, make that easy, or I can connect a thing from here and make it that easy, which I think that's what we should do. I think I'll connect it through like here. Oh, I just noticed that this actually is like an L point. This is not actually like a flat point. Ew. Maybe I'll fix that at some point. How many times can I say point before I get annoyed by it? What's the point of saying point if the point of a point is to end the point? And then one notch forward. That should be... no, it won't be clean enough. Okay. Down by one. Down. Oop. Down by one. Next to there. Next to there. Okay, and in this case instance, this is iron ingot factory. This is the iron ingot production, iron ingot factory. Oh god, what a clip. Actually, wait, in this case instance, this doesn't need that. This needs to go up here. I believe that's the line. Yes, that's the line. But actually, in that case instance, I should actually move this over. So that... maybe... yeah, there we go. That way B is up there. A connects to there. And once again, iron ingot factory is back in iron ingot production. Cool. And then in this case, I'm going to put... ow, you bitch. Put this right there. Because then I'm going to put you right there. 1, 2, 3. You love me by abusing me? You know what? That's fair. It's the only kind of love I deserve. Which then it's right there. Boop. Connect that power to there. Connect this power. There's no closer one, right? No. Right there. Beautiful. And there we go. Iron ingot production is now has power. Power on. Yeah! Power! Let's go. And the same thing here. Now, this needs to have at least 6 foundations upward, or 6 walls upward of height. At least. It will have. Beautiful. Which means I can do it right here. Oops, on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what's even better, actually, than this case is I can start designing in a different manner. Because what I could do is I can lift upward, or I can have all the production happen here. Which I might just have all the production happen here for the sake of cleanliness. Alright, that's gonna need some explanation, Epic. Not in the, like, your kink on, like, why do you like it, but more just like, what the fuck is that? What is, very specifically, a nursing hand job? Is that not just a hand job? Please. Oh. Right there. Damn, you know what it is? Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm rather worried the fact that you know that there is a difference. Oh, no. There is one thing that I kind of want to try and do here in this case instance now. Because I'm not planning on using the whole floor there. Oh! Oh! Really? They have a name for that? I kind of am and am not shocked by that. I am because, well, of course I am. But I'm not because, okay, interesting. Very interesting. In a weird way. In a very weird way. Okay, so let me get this going here. This is going to be some smart splitting going on here. Unfortunately, Epic, I do not excrete any such fluids, so unfortunately that is going to be not in my realm of capabilities. actually the way around. All the way around. It has to go outer, inner. It's wholesome and sexy. I don't know if wholesome is exactly correct when a guy is sucking on a tit and, like, getting a hand job at the same time. That feels anything but wholesome. I'll be honest. I don't know if I would say it's the furthest thing from wholesome, but it definitely isn't, you know, wholesome either. Like, I definitely wouldn't claim that to be wholesome by any means. Personally. Overflow that way. Overflow that way. And overflow that way. I don't know why I didn't just copy paste this, but whatever. Okay, so then in that case, we need the iron plates, which is going to be 480 each, so same exact thing. And it's literally going to be the exact same thing of the left. Going to be right there. Yep, right there. I actually need to push one forward because of the power node. That's it. Oh, interesting. Even if I do that, is it really not gonna line up perfectly? It doesn't. Ah. Interesting. Weird, but interesting. I could have sworn I lined that up perfectly, but I guess not. My bad. Oh well. Maybe I couldn't for some reason, and I'm just fucking stupid. It's like nursing a baby is. Yeah, the problem is that second factor, you know? That man baby bit. That's what instantly makes it not wholesome. Because when it's a child, that's a different story, because they kind of can't, like, you know, they can't operate without that. When it's a man, it's because they're into it, you know? Because they kind of unironically cannot help themselves, essentially speaking. That is the difference there. I'm saying, I'm not kink shaming the act itself. I'm fucking just bringing up the fact that is not wholesome. Oh, right, this is how it's gonna become annoying. Right, because then I have to do it the other way. Yeah, okay. That's not as terrible, though. There we go. And then the exact same idea. Connect these guys together. Okay. Which then I need to craft more of these. I'm going to craft the 10 that I think I'm going to need for now. Just because I'm going to need them anyways over the weekend. Like I said, I'm probably going to play this on the weekend. I'll probably come back to this on Tuesday. Probably. Just for the sake of me just really enjoying the game again. Now that I'm finally experiencing new ways of building that I've realized that I have not thought of before. Oh, right. I can't really do that yet because of messy things. I mean, I could if I wanted to, but... yeah, I'll do it. I'll just dump in a little bit. Just so I can have a little bit going already. Not gonna do anything, but at least it'll look nice. Oh, I love it. Having everything in operation is so good. And then the exact same thing as did before. I believe that's in line. Yep. Connect that to power. This is the iron plate Down it goes. Oh, but because this one actually has solid things that I actually put on there compared to the other ones. Oh, can I still grab it? No, unfortunately not. Yikes. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to grab it. I mean, I have to do that. I mean, that isn't a terrible thing in the world. There. Also, just a logistics concrete. It's not even like a logistics power. Right there. Cool. Oh, I should have done it after for a very specific reason that I was going to do right now. Right there. I think that's right there. Yep. Ooh, because now I have to do this again. Oh, I'm a fool. There. Which now I can finally not have to destroy that ever again. Oh, the flashing. Right there. Down. And connect to the nearest power point, which is either that one or it's just that one. And with that, turn that off because you're not actually operating anything yet. Oh, boy. Excuse me? Don't you dare tell me I don't have any of you connected on the inside. I don't! Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Well, and this is what I meant. This is what I meant by it wasn't a positive. All of these are done correctly. Because I know I was doing a lot of these at like 1 a.m. in the morning sometimes. Damn it. Well, one of these days I'm going to go through all my blueprints again and fix them up. Also, apparently this one has just a cable just sticking out, which is irritating. I mean, you'll never notice that, but... God damn it. God damn it. But okay, there we go. That's all said and done. Which is super nice and super easy. Now, this is where this gets complicated. Because, here's what I can do. What I can do is I can merge two of these together to belt in for 640, which means that I can use a Mark V belt, in this case instance, which is 780, but I cannot do 3 or 4 of them all together in one belting. So this is where it's going to get a little bit complicated. But that's not much of an issue, and there's a reason why. Because what I'm going to do here is I'm going to merge them together anyways. I could priority merger if I wanted to right now, but I'm not going to yet. I haven't done yet. I'll priority merger when I get closer to a point where I believe I'm going to need to. But this is going to be Mark 4. Mark 4. Mark 4. And Mark 4. Okay. Which then, both of them are going to meet in the middle here. One of them is going to go there. Another one's going to go one up higher. Okay. And this one is going to go right there. Which both of these are going to go to the left any, and center is overflow. Beautiful. Because then it's going to go into a dual container. Right there. Now as I said before, I'll put a dimensional depot right there eventually. But then, we once again do another smart splitter. Which then, these ones, right now they're going to go with none for everything. At the moment, I'll only overflow in the front. And the only reason why is because whichever direction I shoot the stuff, actually no, it's going to be any to the left because that's going to be the train. Yeah, any to the left is going to be the train. Again. Overflows down the center, to which then, at long last, even though this cost me a shit ton of smart splitters, it only cost me 6 smart splitters per fucking layout, at the end of the day, I now have a means of shooting out in any direction that I so desire everything that I need in that case instance. And I can shoot out for trains for when the train line gets built. I can shoot it out there. To which then I also can then shoot out the other materials which are going to get sent up for more construction and whatnot, like for the rotors and stuff like that. And it will be very nice. But that is the conceptual idea there as it is. Meanwhile, for this, let me start setting this outward by fixing this up. Okay. Okay. And 1, 2. So these ingots have to get sent to other places where they're going to craft the iron rods, and the iron rods are going to craft the screws. Which those are also going to be levels unto themselves, because those are going to be a lot of everything. The iron rods are going to be not too complicated. They're going to be 8 of those in comparison to fucking 8 down there as well, but those I think are going to be kept much simpler. Yeah, I think it's going to be kept simpler because I don't think I need iron ingots for anything else specifically. Like, if I'm thinking about this, iron ingot, I don't believe... Oh, apparently there's still a bunch of stuff that I can use it for, but at least right now it's only used for these two. An alternate recipe will let me make it instantly into screws, which I'm not using alt recipes for now, and or in essence. But I can if I really wanted to. But in the meantime then, right here, I just need to... That'll have right there. Yep, cool. And then I need one right there. And one right there. Six. Oops. Like this. Oh, you dumb bitch, you're facing the wrong directions. There. Then I can do that, and that. which I can then make it so that these ingots get shot out to the right side over here. I can kind of court them around and shoot them back up again. And send them up the rods. Which is absolutely amazing. Okay, so power is on the one right below here, right? Yeah, I believe it's the second. Yes. So I need to put this there. Beat. 1, 2. With a beat. And 1. Oops. 1, 2. With a beat. And then 1. Which then we'll just keep on building. Cool. And then this is where, like I said, I kind of liked putting these down so that I have a good idea of what's going on here. Now, in essence, what I could do instead is I could just tear down all of these, because these are no longer going to be needed at all, in essence. Because now what I can do is I kind of make like an angular curve when I make the whole skyscraper. And I can make this look kind of wonky, but also a little bit more unique, if that makes any sense, to try and make it look special. But that is the conceptual idea for this current factory, which right now is looking nasty, but effective at the very least. God, when I turn this fucking place on, I'm gonna get turned on so badly. That is as far as I need to go. Beautiful. Gorgeous. But then, in that case, because I have 480 of everything going on, the iron rods are 240 each, so literally I need 8 of these. So yeah, this I can probably do as in line like I was intending to do before. Only because I didn't need to send the iron ingots up any further. This is technically their deadline, essentially speaking, for the current moment. But I can, of course, fix that when the moment comes. Actually, no, that's fine, because what I'll do is the same thing I did before. Well, I'll do the lift, but then I'll have the overflow bit, and then I can just put this as a wall upwards instead, versus the other ones where it's the iron ore incoming. I wanted to keep it on the same level, versus this one I'm able to lift it further up in a level. So left cap, then I need 6 midfills, and then a last right cap. That is the goal. Which also, what I need to do build this up higher. They need 4. Which then I can make an elevator stop right there. Make an elevator stop right there. And make an elevator stop right there. This also means I now have more stops on my board, which I'm going to edit the floor info. We have floor 1. Actually, wait, hang on. So we got floor 1, which is the reinforced iron plates, and 4 I'll put a check mark. I didn't put green, did I? No, I didn't. Green. Huh? Which then this floor 2 is going to be the iron ingot / plates logistics. I'll make that the exclamation point. this red. This is just gonna be red. I don't have a red, do I? Nope. Red. There's that floor 3. Is that going to be iron ingot slash plate productions? Same thing, check mark. And green. And do this. Iron. Rod. Slash. Screws. Logistics. And last but not least, iron rod slash screw production. Which actually, I probably will lift the iron or the screws production, I'll be honest, because not only is the screws production going to require 16, but also because all those, I think, are all a single thing. I believe, actually, they're all 480s. Yeah, so it's going to need 16, all are 480, which means that alone is going to require 4 fucking trains to transport at a time. Until I get Mark 6, that's going to require 4 separate trains for that floor alone to transport screws wherever they need to go. Or at least transport all of the screws where they need to go. It's gonna be ridiculous when that thing is all said and done. But, with that being said, let's go ahead and call up the thing. Let me see how it looks, because I'm curious now. Oh, it actually does show all the things. That's cool. I kind of wish I could put actual images on there, though. Yeah, because you can only put, like, icons. You can't put, like, actual images. So maybe, obviously, mods probably have already, like, figured out how to put actual images on here. But, for now, that's all that's there, which is not that useful, but not that bad either. Let me, once again, just go ahead and spend some concrete to lay this down. Which then it is 1, it's a blank. 1, 2, it's a blank. 1, 2, that's a blank. And 1. Alright, I'm almost certain that that's as far as it's gonna go, but obviously I will figure that out as I go. But for now, let me start putting the power platforms on so that I can get power to hover more consistently. Okay. Oops. Let's connect all of you guys together right now before we end. Cool. Which then we connect this power. Right. Oops, wrong one. Thank you. God, personnel elevators just spreading power so easily. I love it. It's like vertical spreading so good. The fact that you don't see any wires going from the top to bottom. I am such a dumb bitch, chat. Why am I so stupid at times? Why am I so fucking dumb? This is literally not necessary anymore. And I'll show as to why, because I'm fucking stupid. Why? Because I just have to do this. Yep. Exactly, now. Alright, the elevator that fucking delivers power automatically. Oh my god, I'm fucking so stupid. Which then I can just connect you to there. And then... Well, actually, no. I actually can't connect you to there. I actually have to connect you somewhere else. Here's why. Here's why. Because then, in that case instance, that means that the power will always be concentrated. Oh, wait, no. If it's concentrated on this one, if that's the input power, yes, I actually can't do that. Never mind. I'm stupid. I did have it correctly. Yeah, because then this is the input power. So this is what delivers power to this entire floor, or this floor specifically. Then it draws power from there, says yes or no, and then sends it to here. Which is why, when I send it over to here, it does the exact same thing. These have constant power, the rest of it doesn't. In that case instance, let me delete this, let me delete that. That lag was brutal. Now let me delete that one. Beautiful. Now, there is no sign of any cabling going upward at all. At fucking all. It is only on the machinery. Oh my god, I love it. I love it so fucking much. It looks so fucking good. It looks amazing. I haven't even powered any of this on yet, too. This is a really crazy part. I love, though, that I did make it so that I have such overflow of everything. And like I said, I have literally dimensional depots for everything altogether. So I don't have to worry about having to carry anything in my inventory. If I have it in my inventory, it's just because I've either destroyed it or because I've just accidentally picked it up for one reason or another. But yeah. This has been my progress for today. Obviously, I did a lot of backtracking. I had to do a lot of organizing. I had to do a lot of fixing up and stuff. But once it was all said and done, I think it's pretty good progress. 3 hours for this whole fucking thing? It just goes to show, though, how, like, massive these projects end up getting. Like, these projects end up getting fucking huge at the end of the day. It gets wild. Like I said, this is going to be a fucking tower at the end. This is what's going to be the Tower of Iron. As long as iron doesn't have to leave this tower, that's what it's crafting. Which means that it's going to be crafting reinforced iron plates, rods, screws, rotors, and modular frames. All of those are going to be coming straight from this one tower. And like I said, the plan is that every single floor is going to have its own train station that collects the product once it's done stockpiling, and it's going to send it off to wherever it needs to go for a manufacturing plant. Which, like I said, the copper apparently I didn't realize has so little stacking stuff. One of which is going to be instantly, it's going to send off the copper wire to the iron pipes, and those two are going to conjoin either in their own factory, or they're going to conjoin in a separate factory altogether that is going to be specifically meant for assembly parts as a whole. Where I'll have to somehow designate and crisscross over trains to deliver stuff all together. Which is going to be crazy, insane, and kind of fun. But yeah, this is what I've got so far. And I do like that I made these with glass blocks, because now looking at this, it would have looked a lot lamer to have played them with this. I don't think I made this in a glass block. I think this is just in a single block right now. Yeah, it's in a single box. It's not in glass yet. But I can easily just remake that into a glass block, which would be kind of pretty. But the iron is where that's going to get super goddamn nice and super interesting. Oh my god, when I get further in on this, like I said, I'll probably come back to this on Tuesday. Where on Tuesday, I'll obviously be way further along in this. I more than likely will be done with the iron tower itself, so that I can then make way to starting either the copper tower or the steel tower come Tuesday when we work on that. But yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight, because this has been an absolutely incredible god goddamn feat of engineering for me. This is way cleaner and way more succinct than my older projects have been. I usually make my project. Oops, my bad. I usually make my projects here anyways because this is like the best place to really like set yourself up in. Because of, like I said, 4 pure irons, 2 pure coppers, 1 pure cobble, or 1 pure limestone. Or technically there's 2 pure limestones actually, because there's 1 limestone right over here, and there's another limestone right over there. But I'll have to somehow conjoin those 2, but I'll figure that out myself. And then there's 4 normal coal nodes down there. So the only thing I'm missing is quartz, which there's quartz somewhere all the way over there, just past literally this slip right here. There's quartz right over there. So literally, this is among the better places to be at the end of the day, and I fucking love it. Thanks right there. It's so good. So goddamn good. 3 hours worth of work to put all that up. But I mean, again, I think 3 hours worth of work to put all that shit up is pretty damn nice, because effectively speaking, I'm now making 160 iron plates by the minute on full production. Fuck you too.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your
And then I'm
concentration?
also making 1,280 iron plates by the minute at full production. That is not talking in the moment, but at the very least, it is talking about if I were to be doing full scale, 100% roaring production. That's what I'm capable of. Oh, that's not including the rods and then the screws. Oh my god, it's gonna get really crazy. It's gonna get so fucking crazy. I can't wait. I can't wait to come back on Tuesday to show the extent of what I have accomplished. It's going to be good. It's going to be crazy, and I'm going to be fucking excited. But with that being said and done, chat, thank you all so goddamn much for watching. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on Blue Sky, subscribe on YouTube, post me on YouTube, as per goddamn usual. But with that being said and done, I love every single one of you. Have a wonderful weekend, have a wonderful time, and I'll see you on Tuesday for some more Satisfactory. Until then,